Cells grow and divide and move through a few stages known as the cell cycle.
The cell cycle consists of the following phases: gap 1, S phase, gap 2, and mitosis.
Gap 1, S phase, and gap 2 usually take around 90% of the time during the cell cycle. These three phases are known as interphase.
So now we will demonstrate the changes in a cell during interphase.
During gap 1, cells grow larger and ensures that it's ready for DNA synthesis.
During the S phase, DNA replication or synthesis takes place. This process doubles the amount of DNA in the cell in preparation for cell division.
During gap 2, the cell is preparing for cell division even more by producing cell organelles required for reproduction called mitosis.
Okay, so after interphase, mitosis takes place, which is when cell division occurs. This takes only around 10% of time in the cell cycle.
Mitosis has four phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase.
Around the beginning of prophase, the chromatin in the nucleus starts to coil. Then, the chromosomes become more compact and visible, which consists of identical paired chromatids, called sister chromatids. The centromere holds two sister chromatids together. The centrosomes start to develop into spindles. Near the end of prophase, the nuclear membrane starts to dissolve.
In metaphase, the nuclear membrane is dissolved and the kinetochore microtubules interact with the polar microtubules of the spindle, which results in the movement of chromosomes. The centromere, which connects paired chromatids, aligns at the metaphase plate or equator of the cell.
In anaphase, the centromere divides and these new chromosomes begin to move towards the poles.
Finally, in telophase, the nuclear membranes start to form around the new tangles of chromatin. The cleavage furrow, which is an indication that the cell will split, starts to form.
After the completion of mitosis, the cell undergoes cytokinesis, where the cytoplasm divides the cell into two daughter cells, and from here, the cell cycle will happen again.
However, some cells may decide to leave the cycle temporarily or permanently during gap 1 in interphase. When this happens, it is called gap 0. Different types of cells also have different lifespans. For example, red blood cells live for around 120 days, and brain cells live around 30 to 50 years. And the time it takes for cells to complete the cell cycle varies for different cells. For example, embryonic cells divide rapidly. Some body cells take 30 hours to complete the cycle, and some specialized cells, such as nerve cells, may never divide at all. Thank you for tuning in.